So I'm just sitting there chilling on Madden when I see this. Hold on. Someone had the nerve. Someone had the nerve to offer me 99 Calvin Johnson for my punter. Yo, what is going on, you guys? Ballin' Games 03 checking in, back with another Madden 15 Ultimate Team video, guys. Right here, first game with 99 Calvin Johnson, golden ticket Calvin Johnson, free safety Calvin Johnson. My friend, craziest thing ever, right? I'm just chilling in my house, and he sends me a text. He pulled 99 Megatron, and he was nice enough to let me try it out. You know, he didn't even try it out. He knew how much I love Calvin, so he let me try it out. I quickly got the card from him, and I played a game with him. So, you know, I have some gameplay with this 99 golden ticket Calvin Johnson, and yeah, it's really nice. First things first, if you guys have the coins, obviously not everyone has the coins, but if you have the coins, I would strongly suggest get this Calvin Johnson. I mean, he just feels so fast. You can cover so much ground, and I'm so much more confident playing with him. Aside from my, you know, that 85 Calvin Johnson, just because he can cover so much ground in such little time. You know, now in this gameplay, opposed to my last couple of gameplays, you'll see that I start to bring Calvin even down, like, more in the box. You know, now that I used to have free safety Calvin Johnson, the 85 one, and I still do bring him down in the box, but you know, I don't bring him down as much as I do now with this 99 golden ticket Calvin, which I have been doing in this gameplay. You'll see. And you just see, the ground that he's able to cover as Antonio Gates, man, he takes a shot, but the ground you're just able to cover with that 90, it's like 98 speed, something crazy like that. Tackling, high play rec, high everything. You know, man coverage, that's the only thing that lacks. I think zone coverage is also not that too great, but you know, Calvin Johnson is Calvin Johnson, and he will make up for that. So yeah, let's go into this gameplay right here as we, you know, first game with Calvin, obviously. Right here you see we have the ball, so it's 3-0 still, pretty low scoring affair as T.Y. Hilton, final edition T.Y. Hilton. I did pick him up. I'll show you guys his card later on, but yeah, I did pick him up. He decided to stop running that route. So right here, play action with RG3, horrible read right there. I should have just dumped it off to Antonio Gates, but right here, I found my opponent. He's running dime, so I'm gonna go ahead, definitely run that. You know, I ran hurry up right here, but I should have ran it again. So I did find circle right here, but his corner makes a nice play. So 4th and 1 I'm going for, and his D tackle gets an insane block shed. Go ahead and rewind that if you guys didn't see that. Right there, man, up the middle, that's my user. This game, especially this game, I was so nervous playing with Calvin because this is my first game. So I was trying to get a user with all my might, you know, trying to get a user just for you guys, just to build up the hype, you know. So you'll see that I'm starting to be a little nervous. I'm a little hesitant in covering ground and whatnot. So yeah, hopefully throughout the game, I'll get more adjusted to him. So we do get a nice stop. Once again, it's 3-0. I mean, we're in the second half. So right here, Jamal Charles, handoff to Jamal up the middle. You know, Jamal puts in his work usually. 3rd and inches. Once again, Jamal moves the chain. So 1st and 10, we have Nate Solder in motion. Play action. We find Antonio Gates right here. That was a dot because that pass, I don't know how the defender didn't deflect that, but he didn't. So I caught my opponent running man. You know, he was sneaking man here and there, which is always like a really good thing to do. If you guys play a lot of zone, one thing you should do, hold up, look at this right here. This was crazy. I mean, that he just literally ran around Sebastian Vollmer, Thomas Davis. That just caught me by surprise. But yeah, Trey Mason right here, man, no words at all as he runs this touchdown. But what was I saying? Yeah, don't be afraid to mix in man once in a while. If you guys run a lot of zone, you know, I started doing that too, because if you run the same zone, which I do, I stay in the 4-3 stack, and I also do the 4-6. But yeah, if you run the same zone, don't be afraid to put in man, because it just throws off your opponent's reads. As Antonio Cromartie makes a nice pick. He was definitely having a strong game this game. But yeah, if you mix in a little bit of man here and there, your opponent's reads will get mixed up, because you know, just once in every 5 plays, just don't be afraid to call a man, or not even once in 5, once in 6, once in 7. You know, you never know what could happen, because your opponent might make that wrong read. He might think, oh, this route's definitely going to get open because it's always been getting open. But now he's playing man. Now your opponent's like, oh no, he's actually covered. So then, yeah, you can just mix up your opponent's read. So yeah, anyways, right here, 2nd and 10, you saw he was about to throw. I knew it. He was about to throw to that route right there, as once again, he's testing my user, and I'm messing up. I'm making Calvin look bad, and that's definitely not what I don't want to do. But yeah, 1st and 10, 2nd and 9, my opponent is just throwing dots all around. We do get this nice sack, man. Antoine Bethea had like 3 or 4 sacks that game. But right here, guys, this is the play of the game, because look at Calvin. Get used to that right there. Look at Calvin. I had to jump that route, that slant route, and that felt so great. It was such a sigh of relief, you know, getting that first user with Calvin felt so great. I was just jumping around the room. I was just so pumped. But anyways, right here, RG3, nothing happening. We're trying to scramble out, and we do get some positive yards, so that's definitely nice. 3rd and 6 right here. I'm scanning the field. RG3 decides it's time to take off, and that we do. Thank God he did not fumble the ball, because you know RG3 likes to put the ball on the ground. As right here, man, instead of trying to put this game away for sure, I throw an inerrant pick right there. So my opponent once again has some more life. Just before we get the sack, he tests my user again. I'm messing up, guys. Don't blame me in the comments down below. I mean, I was just so nervous playing with Calvin for the first time, you know. Anyways, right there, my opponent, I think he was pressing X1 too many times. So 2nd and 10, he's rolling out with Vic. He had Vic, and also he had Tom Brady. He just kept you know, changing between them here and there. So anyways, once again, he's rolling out with Vic. Well, and man, that was a horrible read. Antonio Cromartie knows what to do, and look at Antonio Cromartie. We got some wheels. We're swerving in and out and making him look silly, as Antonio Grace is celebrating into the end zone, and we do end up getting this victory, guys. But more importantly, just Calvin Johnson just wanted to get a gameplay out for you guys. So yeah, anyways, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. As always, if you did, go ahead, drop a like on the video. If you're new to the channel, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and until next time, guys, I'm out. See ya.